Here, could you pull the roster up on yours and I can just use forward?
Hello, folks. Sorry about the delay. We had some camera troubles. Kale Sleazer on the mic, Ian McKinney, the cameraman. Linn-Mar up 5-4 in the first quarter of this one. 4:12 left. As that free ball is good. Jackson Young on that shot. Iowa City West bringing the ball up now on the other end. A tie-up. And jump ball. That'll be in favor of the Lions. Score is 7-6, Linn-Mar. That's a foul on Earl for the Trojans. Trojans inbounding the ball, moving it around. Ball on the left wing now. Looking for a shot. Passmore with tough defense. And tipped by Young, but Trojans will retain possession. Moving the ball around inside. And pass out. Three-pointer is bricked off the glass and recovered by the Lions. We got a 3-on-2 fast break. Good pass. Free ball is nothing but net.
For the Lions, number 2, Gavin Lamb.
Gavin Lamb with that three-pointer on the right wing. West looking to set up their offense. Ball on the left wing now. Driving inside, and mid-range is off the mark and rebounded by Jackson Severson. He's double-teamed, but he will get it past the half-court marker. We have it fixed now. Linn-Mar moving the ball around on the left wing. Mid-range shot is good. Jackson Severson with a nice exchange and a timeout by the Trojans. 12-6 Linn-Mar with 2:42 left in the first. We'll take the timeout right with them. Don't go anywhere. And we're back. For those of you just joining us, a bit of camera trouble to start off, but we are back up and running. Linn-Mar with a 12-6 lead over Iowa City West. Bringing it up the floor for the Trojans is Christian Barnes. Calling a play, setting up the offense. Iowa City West coming out of a timeout. Ball moving on the wing. Driving inside is Kareem Earl, and that is no good. And rebounded and retained by Pearson Martin of the Lions. Passmore has it now on the wing, little touch pass, and three-pointer is off on that one and retained by the Trojans. 3-on-3 fast break. Left wing now up high, inside, stolen! That was Gavin Lamb with the steal. Fast break for the Lions. On the outside now, it's Young. Three-pointer is just off, rattled around, but no good from Young. Trojans moving it up now. Three ball is on the way and off the mark by Kareem Earl. Ball is up now and retained by the Trojans. Ball on the right wing now. It's Peter Moe. Moe passing, moving the ball around now. Up top, it's Christian Barnes with it. Linn-Mar bench applauding as West trying to reset their offense. Ball's on the right wing now. It's Graham Gehring. Driving inside now, Christian Barnes. Passed over and gonna have a defensive foul But solid defense from the Lions. And there will be some substitutions. And that'll be a foul on Martin, his first team foul. One foul apiece as I update the scoreboard. 1:18 left in this first quarter. Trojans looking for some points. Up top now, it's Peter Moe. Driving inside, spinning, shooting, off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Martin, 3-on-3. And good pass inside and couldn't quite convert the layup was Camden Medberry. Or excuse me, that was Ian Mindrup not able to convert that layup. And it'll be Trojan basketball. 57 seconds and counting here in this first quarter of this varsity boys game. Up top with the ball, it's Savion Taylor. And stolen by Martin. He's going to have a fast break chance, and he lays it in. Pearson Martin with the bucket. And the bench is on their feet after that one, and it is 14-6 after that one. 30 seconds and counting. Trojans trying to make something happen. Ball is on the right wing, moving to the left, and it is now Savion Taylor passing to Kareem Earl on the right side. And that's going to be a holding call. Foul number 2 for the Lions. We'll see who that's on. That's going to be on Winthrop. Or Ian Mindrup, excuse me. 19.7 seconds left. Linn-Mar up 14-6, and 3-ball is no good off the inbound. And that'll be an offensive foul. That one was on Peter Moe. Lions left 16.2 to make something happen. Clock ticking now. Pearson Martin moving it up. Ball is passed outside to Jackson Edwards. 3-ball is on the way and off the mark. That was Evan Martin with that one. 4 seconds left for the Trojans. Inside pass, and the bucket is converted to end the first quarter. That was Kareem Earl. So our score at the end of 1, Lions 14, Trojans 8. We'll take a break. We'll be back in a minute, folks. Welcome back to Linn-Mar basketball. Second quarter action here. Lions will have the ball to start. Full court press is on for the Trojans. Pearson Martin trying to get it across, and he does. And it's over to Jackson Edwards. Now inside, good passing by the Lions. Mid-range shot is off the mark from Ian Mindrup, and ball is rebounded by the Lions. And now over toward the top, passing it around and in possession of Jackson Edwards at the moment. Looking for a man, good pass to Martin inside. Martin moving around, making a move, and couldn't quite get the roll on that one as Trojans maintain possession. 40 seconds gone here in quarter number 2. Trojans looking for a spark, and that'll be airballed. And it'll be Lion basketball. I believe that was off the mark from Savion Taylor on the outside. Lions moving the ball up. It's on the right wing in possession of Edwards. Over to Mindrup. Now it's Evan Martin. Up top. Now back over. 3-ball is off the mark by Jackson Edwards. Another 3-ball chance is off the mark and corralled by the Trojan defense. Trojans down by 6, looking to get it within 1 possession game, and it's stolen. Breakaway chance for Jackson Edwards. Easy layup. And 16-8 the score now. Jackson Edwards has his first bucket. And Iowa City West coach very vocal about that last possession. And another steal! Another breakaway chance, but a foul. That's a good City West to prevent that breakaway bucket. That's the 3rd team foul for the Trojans. Ball is inbounded. It's Pearson Martin outside. Now over to Jackson Edwards. Over now to Cam Gunther. And that's going to be a travel call, and it will go the other way. .6:13 left in the second quarter. Trojans looking to set up their offense. On the left wing, moving to his right, is Graham Guerin. Now over to Mikey Brown on the wing. Tight defense from Jackson Edwards. He's had a great start to the quarter with a bucket and great defense. Trojans trying to make something happen. Ball movement. 3-ball is on the way and off the mark from Savion Taylor, and another Trojan foul.
Foul on the Trojans, number 24. Graham Goring, his first team's 4th.
That's Graham Goring's first foul. 4th team for Iowa City West. And Linn-Mar applying the pressure here in the early minutes of this second quarter. Defense has won games here in this Linn-Mar gymnasium this year. And Linn-Mar is proving that tonight with good defense and some breakaway steals and scores. Driving inside, good pass, and can't quite convert on that one is Ian Mindrup. Moving the other way now, the Trojans. Pass outside, wide open 3-ball is off the mark from Christian Barnes, and he knew he missed an opportunity there. Moving back up the floor is the Lions. 3-ball. That one's good! Evan Martin with a defender not 2 feet away from him. And Martin's got his first bucket of the game. Trojans trying to make something happen. Spin move and a good make there by Peter Moe. And that'll get Iowa City West into double digits now, trailing by only 9. Linn-Mar trying to make something happen. And I believe we will have free throws. And we will. That foul's going to be on Christian Barnes. Pearson Martin going to the line. He's looking for points 3 and 4 today. Shot number 1. A bit of a bounce off the iron, but good. And Linn-Mar leads 20-10. Passmore back in the game for the Lions. Subbing out for him is Ian Mindrup, the sophomore. 4:55 left in the second quarter. Lions looking to make it an 11-point lead. And that one is off the mark. No friendly bounce for Pearson Martin there. And the Trojans will take it the other way. Driving inside, and we'll see what the call is on that one. And ball is knocked out of bounds out of the hands of Mikey Brown, and he will inbound it as the Trojans look to get an offensive push going here. 5 team fouls for West. And stolen by the Lions once again. Wide open layup chance is good by Evan Martin. Nice assist from man on the left there. And Lions now have a 12-point lead. Bringing it up now is Mikey Brown, and more tight defense from the Lions. That's Cam Gunther. And pass outside. Good ball movement by the Trojans, but tight defense is better from the Lions. And open 3 chances given up, and another steal. Cam Gunther with another Lions steal, and stolen right back by Kareem Earl. And we'll have a dunk. Wow, Peter Moe getting up on that one. Asserting some dominance on that dunk. 22-12 Lions after that dunk. And we're going to have... It's going to be Jackson Severson shooting free throws. That was a foul on Mikey Brown, the senior. And the Lions will look to get their lead back to 12. 3:56 left in quarter number 2. Free throw number 1 is down.
Number 44, Antoine Ellis. In for the Lions, number 15, Jackson Young. And number 2, Gavin Lamb.
Jackson Young and Gavin Lamb back in for Linn-Mar, as going to the bench is Evan Martin. Free throw number 2 is down, and it is 24-12 to score. Linn-Mar 1 foul away from the bonus here in quarter number 2. 3:52 and counting. Controlling the ball is the Trojans on the left wing. It's Cameron Earl driving inside and stopped. And will we have a steal? Not quite. Good hustle by Gavin Lamb on that one. The Lions have had a lot of steal and scores tonight and nearly had another one there. Good effort by Lamb, but no dice. Linn-Mar applying the full court press out of the inbound, and good behind the back dribble there by Antoine Tellis. Over on the outside now, it's Peter Moe, who had a nice dunk earlier. And a tip and steal! We're going to have a layup chance here, and fouled on the shot is Gavin Lamb coming off the bench, and he will shoot free throws. Suffocating defense by Linn-Mar tonight. And that will put the Lions in the bonus.
Shooting for the Lions, number 2, Gavin Lamb.
First free throw is off. Lamb looking for his 4th point of the game, and he misses both free throws. And the Trojans will dribble it back up in possession of Peter Moe. Now in the hands of Savion Taylor traveling to his right. Now it's Andrew Tauken on the wing. Ball moved over to the left. Tight defense by the Lions. Inside pass is clean steal, 4-on-1, and that'll be a foul by the Trojans, and the Lions will shoot free throws because of the bonus. Foul number 8. This will be a 1-and-1 opportunity for Jack Robertson, I believe. Yes. That foul is on Savion Taylor, the sophomore, his first. Big 6'4" for the Trojans, and free throw number 1 is off, so 3 straight misses at the line for the Lions. But we'll see if they can keep that tight defense on the Trojans. Driving inside, Peter Moe. Outside, 3 ball on the way and off the mark from Antoine Tellis, and Linn-Mar will get the rebound. Good pass and the lay-in. Jackson Young with the dime to Gavin Lamb. 26-12. Linn-Mar's getting a lot of fast break chances and either converting or drawing fouls and getting sent to the line. Linn-Mar playing a very clean half so far, only 2 fouls. Trojans desperately need a bucket here, down by 14, 2:29 left in half number 1. Linn-Mar parents are applauding the defense, and that'll be foul number 3 on the Lions. We'll see who that's on. That'll be on Young, tried to get the steal, but gets a reach-in foul on that one. That's his first. Young has 6 points in this one. And 3 ball is good on the inbound. That's Peter Moe with another bucket. He scored the last 5 for the Trojans. Dribbling inside now, Jackson Young. Good pass, but tipped back in. And that'll be a breakaway 3-on-1 for the Trojans, and a bit of a Euro step there. That's Antoine Tellis on that one, and it is now only a 9-point lead for the Lions. 1:54 left in half number 1 of this varsity matchup here in Marion, Iowa. Driving inside from the right wing, and not quite there for Gavin Lamb as he misses that one. Trojans moving it back up now. Moe on the outside. Ball moving around. It'll end up with, I believe that's Mikey Brown on the wing. And a 3 ball on the way, and not quite there for Andrew Tauken. And Linn-Mar will get the rebound. And just driving up and can't quite convert is Jackson Severson. He went right down the throat of the defense, and I believe that's an offensive foul. Or no, that's out of bounds. Off of Peter Moe, or off of the Lions. Peter Moe driving inside trying to convert. He's been the lone force of offense for the Trojans here in the last few minutes. 110 and counting, and that pass goes off the backboard, moving up the floor, and that'll be a foul. That was a foul on Antoine Tellis. That's his first. Gavin Lamb will go back to the free throw line. He has 5 points so far. That's the 9th foul on West, as I get that scoreboard updated. Linn-Mar looking to go back up double digits, and they will. So there will be a second free throw on the 1-and-1. 1:06 left in quarter number 2 of this one. And not quite sure what's going on here. Official is talking to Gavin Lamb. Not quite sure what's going on. Gavin Lamb, I believe he's coming out of this game. And subbing in for him is going to be Jackson Edwards. We'll see who shoots this second free throw. It will be Edwards. And what it's looking like from my angle is Gavin Lamb has a cut on his right leg. As the trainer will look at that on the side. Free throw number 2 from Jackson Edwards is good, and it is 28-17 with a minute left in half number 1. Trojans looking to build on a little bit of an offensive streak here in this second quarter. And a steal attempt by Young, not quite there. Mid-range shot is off the mark by Andrew Taukin, but rebounded by Graham Gehring. Gehring driving inside, passing out now, and Gehring falls, and I believe he's hurt. He's limping now. And we got an injury timeout, and Graham Gehring is hurt. We'll be back after this. And we're back. Graham Gehring being treated on the Trojan sideline. Looks like he hurt his ankle. 36 and counting here for the Trojans. Mo passing over to Antoine Tellis. Now back over, passing back to Tellis now, looking for a lane, can't find it. Ball is moving to the right wing, now back up top for Mo. Mo driving inside, spin move, no shot, he travels. And Linn-Mar will have 21.3 to make something happen here. Gavin Lamb is back on the floor for the Lions. 17 seconds left in half number 1. Linn-Mar up by 11, looking to make it more before halftime. Jackson Young has it up top. Now over to Gavin Lamb. Lamb looking for a lane, going to his right, now flipping over to Pearson Martin. 5 seconds left. Back to Lamb. Driving inside, pass outside, wide open shot is off the mark. Jackson Edwards had a clean look, but missed it just a tad to the right. And it is halftime here in Marion, Iowa. Linn-Mar with a dominant first half. 28-17 is the halftime score. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with second half action in just a few minutes.
For tonight's performance, the Varsity Homes will be performing their award-winning lyrical routine. Holidays to you from the Linn-Mar Varsity Home.
Welcome back to Linn-Mar basketball. We've got Ian McKinney, the color man, for the second half of action here in this one tonight. What are your keys to the second half, Ian?
Call me the Terminator, but I'm back, baby. Okay, so keys to the game. Well, if you're just joining us, welcome to the Linn-Mar Turnover Factory. I mean, Iowa City West could not hold on to the ball if they wanted to. Fantastic defensive effort by the Lions. So that's my long way of saying that the Trojans just need to figure out how to take care of the basketball. And if you're Linn-Mar, there's been a couple free throw issues, but I mean, that's being a bit nitpicky, and they haven't been like Shaquille O'Neal bad. They're shooting about 50%, but they've gotten to the line, so that volume is made up for maybe a little bit of inconsistency at the line thus far.
We've seen a lot of wealth spread around the Linn-Mar offense. Players with 5 points or more are Gavin Lamb, Jackson Severson, and Jackson Young, if I'm reading the scoreboard right from here. There's the buzzer, and we are seconds away from the second half starting up here in Marion, Iowa. Linn-Mar up by 11 thanks to some great defense and a turnover fest, as my partner Ian McKinney said, by the Iowa City West Trojans. Crap, camera's frozen again.
Son of a biscuit. Oh.
Sorry, folks. Camera is not cooperating tonight. We're about a minute gone here in this second half. Trojans scoring 2. They now have the ball back. On the left wing and driving inside is Christian Barnes, and he will convert the layup there. And the Iowa City West trails by only 7 now. Mid-range shot is off and over the backboard. That was Jackson Severson on that attempt, looking to get his scoring total up to 7. 28-21 the score here in this third quarter. No fouls by either side yet early. Christian Barnes looking to make something happen, passing it over to Andrew Towkins, who is left, now moving right. And over on the left wing now, looking for a shot, can't find one, is Barnes. Inside, another turnover by the Trojans, 2-on-2 fast break. And a good layup by Gavin Lamb, and that'll get the Lions in the 30s.
That's a good job there, going on the other side of the rim, using that sort of protector shot from the other defenders. That's a small thing, but that's very impressive there for Lamb.
Gavin Lamb now has 8 points on the night. I believe that would be a blocking foul. See who that's on. That's Passmore with the foul. Shooting free throws for the Trojans is going to be Peter Moe. He's had a nice game. He's got 9 points. And he's now in double digits as he drains the free throw. The only spark of offense that the Trojans have managed to get tonight have been because of that man at the line. And he will miss that one, but rebounded, and it looks like we'll have over the back on Jackson Young.
Iowa City West coach is not a happy man. Already a couple expletives, and we're about 2 minutes into the second half.
Linn-Mar with 2 fouls in quick succession. Trojans trying to make something happen, now only down by 8. Spinning is Mo, pass inside, we'll see who that's off of, and it'll be off of Savion Taylor of the Trojans, and it'll be Linn-Mar basketball.
Yeah.
Young will inbound to Jackson Severson.
That's just doing a bit too much there for Mo, trying to push the envelope there. I get you're down double digits, but you just got to keep running your offense and have faith.
And that's going to be a travel on Young. Didn't like the call, but shuffled his feet as he faked right and tried to go left inside the hoop. 5:44 and counting left in quarter number 3 of this one. Lions up by 8, but the Trojans have cut into that lead a little bit to start this half. They're on a 4-0 run in about a minute and a half. Pass outside. That's Graham Gehrig, and he's back on the floor after he took a scary fall in the first half. 3 ball by Mo is off the mark and rebounded by Jack Robertson of the Lions. Moving it up the floor now, stops on the left wing, passes up top. Jackson Severson with the ball now. Bit of a dribble behind the back. Good pass to Passmore, but it is stripped by Graham Gehrig.
If I'm Coach Robertson, though, I'll take that turnover right there, because that is a great job of looking for your open teammate. Even though it wasn't, obviously, it was a turnover, still good job keeping his head up and looking.
Scoreboard says Linn-Mar has 4 fouls, and so did the PA announcer. So 4 quick fouls here for the Lions in the first 3 minutes.
Make it 5.
And make that 5.
Not the greatest start here for Linn-Mar. Just 2 away from the bonus early. Especially when you're down. Still down double digits here early. I mean, those free throws are crucial because you're essentially scoring with no time being taken off. I mean, you can't afford to let this team get into the bonus early.
Trojans with some good ball movement and no layup there by Peter Mo, but he will go back to the free throw line. And another foul on Passmore, that's his 3rd. Team's 6th foul of the half in just over 3 minutes, and that's a red light if you're the Lions.
I mean, that's not the worst foul in the world there by Passmore, though. I mean, you're trying to contest that easy layup, make him earn it at the line. I'll take that one over a couple of the other ones we've seen early here.
Ian Mindrup is in for Luke Passmore. Mo looking for his 12th point of the ball game. And Mo has half of the Trojans' points here in this 3rd quarter. Trojans cutting a lead from 11 at halftime to 6. Lions need a big bucket here. Up top of the ball, it's Gavin Lamb moving to his right, flipping it over to Jackson Severson. Trying to make a move, driving inside, and no shots. And that'll be a foul on the floor. That'll be on Christian Barnes, his 3rd of the game. And finally, the Trojans have their first foul of the half. And the Trojans will maintain possession off the inbounds. Driving inside is Christian Barnes, flipping outside to Andrew Taukin. Now over on the right side is Kareem Earl, looking to make a move. Back over to Mo, driving inside. Passing over, that's Graham Gehrig. And back outside on the left wing is Christian Barnes driving inside. 3 ball is up and off the mark from Taukin and rebounded by Jackson Severson. Lions looking to get over the half-court line, and they do. 3:51 and counting. 3 ball is up and no good from Lamb on the left wing. And ball is controlled by the Trojans. 2 possession game here in quarter number 3, 3:40 and counting. Christian Barnes waits near the half-court line, waiting for his team to set up on offense. Now it's Andrew Taukin with the ball. Back outside to Barnes on the left wing. He'll take a shot and just rims out, rebounded by Jack Robertson of the Lions. And a pass to Mindrup. And now controlled on the right wing by Severson. Ball is poked loose, and it'll stay with the Lions. Good defense by Christian Barnes on that one.
Yeah, I'll find Coach Robertson. I might consider taking a timeout here. Haven't used any of yours in the ball game. I mean, how often do we see one of these sort of snowball runs turn into an avalanche? And I mean, Iowa City was certainly not out of it. Still a 6-point game, give or take 11 minutes left.
Linn-Mar looking to set up on offense, driving inside, and tough shot is rattled around and in there. That's Cam Gunther with a tough mid-range shot, and the Lions lead is back up to 8, and that is a big bucket, especially if you're Cam Gunther.
Yeah, good shot by Gunther. He's been close on a couple this evening. Nice to see him hit one here.
Bit of a scuffle inside, but a 4-on-1 fast break. Lions looking for points here. We're going to have a wide open shot from range and just off from Cam Gunther. But he gets his own rebounds, and controlling now is Pearson Martin on the outside, and the Lions will reset. 2:21 and counting left in quarter number 3. Trapped on the sideline is Jackson Edwards, and we'll see what this call is. That's going to be the 4th foul on Christian Barnes, and he's going to come out.
So I know Gunther did it. I know making that shot just rimmed out a bit. But I mean, that's sort of the power of the transition offense. That's what Linn-Mar did so well in that first half, is push the ball just about every time, whether it was off of the rebound, obviously off the steal, or even off the inbound pass at some points. They can continue to do that in the second half. They should be in a good spot to try to obviously win this ball game.
Ball is inbounded to Pearson Martin, and that is stolen. Mo's going to go up the floor, and yep, another dunk.
Or do that.
Peter Mo has been a force here for the Trojans, and Linn-Mar has had a very hard time stopping him tonight. Mid-range shot is not there for Cam Gunther, and the Trojans are going to have a 2-on-1. Gets it over, and an easy lay-in for Peter Mo. He now has 16 points and a timeout by Linn-Mar, their first of the game. Trojans cutting it down to 4 thanks to an offensive push by Peter Mo. We'll take the timeout with them. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment. Welcome back to Linn-Mar basketball. Linn-Mar with an 11-point lead coming out of halftime, but cut down to 4 by the Trojans. 32-28 the score. The story of this second half so far has been the dominant offense from Peter Mo. 3 ball is up and off the rim from Evan Martin, and the Trojans have a chance to get within 1. 3 ball is good. That's Savion Taylor, the sophomore, and it is a 1-point game as Linn-Mar has been outscored by 10 here in about 7 minutes in this half. And we will have another foul on the Trojans. We'll see what it is. That's Earl's first foul. 13th foul of the half, and shooting free throws will be Pearson Martin. First free throw is off. 1:15 left in quarter number 3 of this one. Iowa City West has dominated this third quarter. Won't be surprised if we see Peter Mo get the rebound here if there's a miss, and he does. Mo has been a one-man army here for the Trojans as the ball is now controlled on the left wing by Savion Taylor. And another near steal by Pearson Martin. Linn-Mar's gotten a lot of those steals tonight. That's how they've gotten a lot of their fast break points. And Mo loses the ball, but it's maintained by the Trojans, and a tough shot there from Graham Gehrig, who went down in the first half with what looked like an ankle injury, but he puts the Trojans on top by 1. Linn-Mar looking to get a big bucket here. 40 seconds and counting. Draining some clock is Jackson Edwards. Calling for a play. Now it's Pearson Martin on the right side. Ninthrop setting a screen. Now cutting inside. And we will have, let's see what this is.
Yeah, that's a bad foul for IC West. I mean, Martin isn't even looking at the basket. I mean, you just can't do that, especially when you're in a tight game. Now, like this one looks like it's going to turn out to be.
And that's going to be a push off by Martin. Lions now in the bonus after that last West foul. But it looks like Iowa City West will have a chance for the last shot here of the quarter.
Trojans are in the bonus, not Linn-Mar.
That's correct, Ian. Thanks for the correction. 26 and counting. Ball controlled up top, driving inside now is Antoine Tellis. Ball now outside, it's Mo. 12 seconds and counting. Mo looking to make something happen. Tough layup, not there. And rebounded by the Lions. Good spin move to control it by Cam Gunther. 3 ball is off the mark. 1 second left. And that will be the end of the third quarter. Iowa City West has dominated this second half so far. And Linn-Mar will look to regain what was once an 11-point lead. We'll take a break for about a minute here, folks. Don't go anywhere. It's going to be a good fourth quarter. Welcome back to Linn-Mar basketball. For those of you just joining us, Iowa City West up by 1, outscoring the Lions by 12 in that third quarter. Story for the Trojans has been an absolutely dominant performance by Peter Mo. We've seen a few dunks from him, and he has 16 points for the Trojans. Linn-Mar will have possession going into the fourth quarter. Pearson Martin bringing it up. Flipped over to Evan Martin. Now controlled by Jackson Edwards, moving to his left. Bit of a pump fake pass there, and a floater is good. Nice shot there from Cam Gunther. Gunther has his second bucket of the game, and Linn-Mar's back on top by 1. A very tight matchup here in Marion, Iowa, and a steal and a foul. That's the 15th foul on the Trojans. It's Graham Goring's third foul of the game. 5th foul of the half for Iowa City West. Martin bringing it up for the Lions now. Now over on the right side, it's Gunther. Inside to Passmore, and I believe that'll be a defensive foul. Looks like that one's going to be on Antoine Tellis, his second. .38 seconds gone in quarter number 4. Inbounded to Passmore, and no shot. It's going to be foul number 7 on the Trojans, and now both teams are in the bonus. And shooting free throws is going to be Luke Passmore. Great inbound pass, had an easy layup, but was fouled before he took the shot, but the Lions are in the bonus. I believe this is a 1-and-1. First free throw is in there, and Linn-Mar now up by 2. Coming out for the Trojans is Graham Gehrig, and coming in is Andrew Taukin, the senior. Passmore looking to drain the second free throw. And rattles around but goes in, and Lions up by 3 with 2 points there from Passmore. 7:18 and counting left in the final quarter of regulation. We have not seen an overtime game here in this gymnasium this year, but Mo for the Trojans, another tough bucket. He now has 18 points. My goodness, what a game from Mo.
Yeah, I think as this game progresses, this goes more and more into Iowa City West's hands. You know, when I look at the Trojans, I know where that bucket's going to come from at the end of the game with Mo. I'm not 100% sure who it's going to come from for the Lions, so somebody's got to step up for Linn-Mar.
And after that rebound attempt by Savion Taylor, good effort, but control will be with Linn-Mar. Inbounding the ball will be Pearson Martin. Ian, if I'm the Iowa City West coach, do I even consider taking Mo off the floor for the rest of this game?
I might take him out for like a minute just so that he's sort of fresh for the fourth quarter, but not, I mean, unless he commits like 8 straight fouls. No, he ain't coming out for very long.
3 ball is up and off the mark from Kareem Earl. And it's out. The possession will stay in Linn-Mar. Jackson Young coming in for Cam Gunther. Young's had a good game. He has 6 points. And it looks like it's going to be Trojan basketball. My mistake on that one. Possession maintained by the Trojans. It's Mo up top of the ball. Now over to Savion Taylor.
Mo's got to be careful. That was close to moving screen.
I agree with that one, Ian. That was a close call there. Ball now on the left wing by Kareem Earl. Now over on the right by Taylor.
Oh, I don't know about that. Yeah, I mean, there were a couple missed moving screens on that one, and then he called that. I'm not going to say whether I agree or disagree, but I think the tone of my voice says it for me.
Severson back in for the Lions. That foul was on Jackson Edwards, his first. And the first free throw is off the mark, and they will not have a second free throw. That was a 1-on-1.
Ball don't lie, does it?
Left in quarter number 4. Young with the ball outside, moving to his right. Back over on the left wing, it's Jackson Severson. Looking for a lane, can't find one. Back to Jackson Young. And pass to Passmore, but didn't see it. And here comes Mo. He's had some tough finishes tonight. And we're going to have the officials talk it over. 5:46 left. And we'll see what the call is.
Yeah, so no tech call on that.
And that's going to be a blocking foul from Gavin Lamb, and Mo will go back to the free throw line. He'll have a chance to break 20. 9 fouls now for the Lions. As the first free throw is good, and this game is tied. Peter Mo looking to match his jersey number with 20 points. And he's got it. West regains the lead. And West will take a timeout. We will take it with them. We've got a great basketball game here in Marion, Iowa. Don't go anywhere, folks. It's going to come right down to the wire. Welcome back to Linn-Mar basketball. We've got a potential game of the year from the Lions here. Trojans up by 1, 37-36, 5:46 left to go in this fourth quarter. And all the Lions have to do is stop Peter Moe. That is easier said than done, as the ball is brought up by Jackson Severson, now outside to Young. Now with Lamb on the right wing, looking for a man, can't find one. Goes to his left, driving inside and laid in. A good offensive possession by the Lions. I see you nodding your head there, Ian. You like that one?
Yeah, I mean, that's just a simple screen and go. I mean, does get much easier than that. Big bucket there for the Lions, snatched a little momentum back.
Lions now up by 1. Trojans moving the ball around. Inside to Moe, being double teamed, looking for a shot. And that's going to be a blocking foul and a groan of disbelief from the Linn-Mar bench. And more free throws for Moe.
I mean, when I think of a foul, I think, you know, the player could have done something different and better in that situation, right? Like in a reach and foul, you can, like, obviously keep your hands back and stuff. What more do you want Passmore to do in that situation? I mean, his feet are set, his hands are just about straight up. What more do you want him to do?
Passmore now coming off the floor now, and I agree with you, Ian. It is very hard to stop Moe tonight, as his second free throw is good, and the game is tied with a shade over 5 minutes left in this one. Both teams in the bonus. Linn-Mar with 10 fouls, West with 7, as the ball is brought up by Jackson Severson. Severson passing the ball to Ian Mindrup, excuse me, and no good there on a tough layup from Jackson Edwards. I believe that was tipped on the way up. And the Trojans will have a chance to regain the lead. Ball is on the right wing, driving inside, now backing off is Savion Taylor. Now up top, it's Antoine Tellis, excuse me. Now dribbling inside, back out to Tellis, looking for 3, doesn't like the look, and tough layup is off the mark from Christian Barnes, the point guard. Bringing it back up is the Lions. Inside to Mindrup and the layup. Good pass by Jackson Young. He's had some nice assists tonight.
And that's where they've had success there, pushing the ball either off of turnovers or off of boards. And at least the Linn-Mar lead. If they're going to win this one over the final 4-10, they need to keep doing that.
Ball is controlled by Trojans. Christian Barnes outside looking for a lane. He'll go inside, and a tough lay-in there.
Yeah, that's a good job. It's not just in football that the low man wins. That's a nice shot getting under his defender.
And we'll see what this is.
Kick ball.
I believe so. It'll be a kick ball.
That was an interesting pass, though. Hit it off the foot to Mindrup in stride.
I agree. That not necessarily what I would have done if I was on the floor, but I can't make a bucket to save my life, so what do I know? Driving inside, tough chance there by Jackson Severson, and no good. And we've got 3:42 left in this game. Full court press applied by Gavin Lamb. Ball controlled by Christian Barnes, now over to Savion Taylor. Dribbling around, now passed over to Christian Barnes, driving inside. Double team now, and passed over to Antoine Tellis, now back up top. And 3 ball is no good from Savion Taylor. He had a chance to convert there. Gavin Lamb bringing it back up, and the easy lay-in by Jackson Severson.
If Iowa City West doesn't win that, they're going to look back. Tellis had a wide open layup. He passed up on, missed 3. I mean, that's a 4-point swing right there in a 2-point ball game. That's huge.
3 minutes left in regulation. It's Moe with the ball. He loses it. And that's going to be another foul, and Moe will return to the free throw line once more. That's the third one on Lamb.
Just a little feet shuffle there from Mindrup. I mean, that's one of those calls that being the best player on the court gets you, you know. It's almost a shock. Somebody had to be doing something wrong to stop you, and that just speaks to the talent of Mr. Moe right there.
First free throw from Moe is good. He has 22. And we're going to have a substitution. Coming out is Savion Taylor. Coming in is Graham Garrett. Moe looking to tie this ball game up. 2:57 left in regulation. And it is time. 11 team fouls for Linn-Mar in this half. They started off foul happy with 6 fouls in about the first few minutes. But game is tied now after being up 11 at halftime. Linn-Mar trying to make something happen. Inside, and good pass there. Credit the assist to Gavin Lamb on the bucket from Ian Mindrup, and the Lions regain their lead of 2. And tough shot, and no good from Christian Barnes, but he will go to the line, and that's foul number 12 on the Lions. Our record for fouls and a half this year is 28. We're up to 19 with 2:31 left.
And this is a close game, so it might be free throw contest coming down to the end for one of these teams.
Free throw is good from Barnes, and that shrinks the Linn-Mar lead to 1. .231 left in
Look at
quarter
the
number
defensive
4.
adjustment for Iowa City West. They're just leaving Mo at the opposite lane to stop any fast break. I like this change for IC West coach.
Free throw is missed that time by Barnes. Controlling it for the Lions is Jackson Severson, now flipping over to Jack Robertson. Robertson moving to the right, looking for an open man, and he'll find Young on the right, and I believe he stepped out of bounds, and he did. Trojan basketball. And you can see the frustration on the Linn-Mar bench. They haven't liked some of these calls.
Yeah, Jackson Young, though, he deserves a ton of credit all game. You never stop seeing him move off ball. That's why his teammates absolutely love him, because he's constantly working to get open. And that might have been a turnover. It's a tough call, but I think he deserves a ton of credit because they're I can't remember seeing him stop for very long when he doesn't have the ball in his hand.
I concur with that statement, Ian. Trojans moving the ball around. It's going to be Barnes on the right wing, moving to his left, driving inside, free throw range, rattles out, but that'll be a foul on the Trojans, and it'll be Linn-Mar ball. That's foul number 8 for the Trojans this half. That one's going to be called on Peter Moe. That's only his second foul of the game. He's got 23 points. And it looks like Passmore is going to check into the game after the first free throw here. It's going to be Ian Mindrup shooting for the Lions.
Be interesting to see what Linn-Mar looks like with a bit more of a tall ball lineup.
And that free throw rattles out and not quite saved.
Oh, jeez. I don't know, man. Fella.
Some very close calls here by the officials in quarter number 4, and it'll be Trojan basketball with the Lions up by 1. Luke Passmore is in the game now. He will be guarding Moe, and that'll be an interesting matchup to see coming down the stretch. Trojans have the ball. On the outside, now inside to Savion Taylor, now going back out, cutting back in and deciding against it. Now it's Barnes with the ball. Barnes cutting inside, passes out, and some interesting ball movement here by the Trojans.
That's a really good job by Passmore. Deny, 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 all possession long.
And
For
that's
what?
going to be a reach-in foul by Passmore. That's going to be his 5th. And I believe Passmore is done for the day. Mindrup comes back in his place. And Passmore get a round of applause coming back in, and we will once again see Peter Moe at the free throw line looking to tie the game, and he cannot. And Mindrup thought it was a 1-and-1, but
If you're Linn-Mar, you need to make an adjustment here at some point. I mean, I don't care if you got to go box and 1 at some point. Just make somebody not wearing number
and ball
20.
is missed.
Somebody
And
not
the
named number
officials will
20
talk it
has
over.
to beat you over this final 111.
And it's going to be Linn-Mar basketball. Linn-Mar up by 1 with 1:11 left.
This is an interesting adjustment because Linn-Mar's really done well when they've gotten out in space. In a full court press probably leads. If you don't stop him, it does lead to that open space that Linn-Mar has thrived on all night long.
And the ball is stripped away with 1:04 left, and the Trojans will bring it up. 3-ball. That is in there. What a clutch shot from
That's
Antoine
clutch.
Tellis for the Trojans, and the Trojans up by 2.
Ice in his
53
veins.
seconds left.
They need a bucket here.
And a timeout by Linn-Mar. 50.1 remaining. We will take it with them. We've got a nail biter. Back in a moment. Welcome back to a great night of basketball here in Marion, Iowa. Iowa City West up by 2 points with 50.1 seconds left in regulation. Inbounding the ball for the Lions is going to be Jackson Young. Gets it in to Jackson Severson. Tough defense by the Trojans coming out of the inbound. Now it's Gavin Lamb on the right wing looking for a shot. He'll take a three. Good! 37 seconds left. Lions up by 1. What a clutch shot from Gavin Lamb.
Ice in his veins. Yes, sir. 30 seconds left. Big bucket there.
Trojans looking for a pass off the fingers of Antoine Tellis.
Oh,
23.8 left.
If that ain't a 2020 play, he lost his shoes so he couldn't corral it. Wow.
I believe we're going to have another timeout here.
Yeah, this could be crucial though, because Linn-Mar struggled a little bit from the line tonight. This could be interesting, folks.
Both teams are in the bonus. Linn-Mar up by 1. They will have possession coming out of the timeout after that pass could not be corralled by Antoine Tellis. And you could see the look on his face. He knew he had the game-leading layup, and he just couldn't corral the pass.
Yeah, that's just so unlucky. You got to feel for, I mean, it doesn't matter if it's your team or not. You got to feel at least a little sympathy for something that happens like that.
I know I sure do, partner. 23.8 left in this one. Inbounding the ball for the Lions will be Gavin Lamb hitting that clutch three-pointer. And it'll be inbounded at full court press by the Trojans, and they're doing an okay job, but it'll be brought up by Gavin Lamb. 16 seconds left. Pass to Young, and that'll go out of bounds, but it'll stay with the Lions. And Antoine Tellis can't believe it.
That's close, but I mean, at this point, Linn-Mar's earned a call, so.
13.3 seconds left. Inbounding will be Pearson Martin.
If you're Linn-Mar, you can't be afraid of the ball here. Go attack it. Go get it.
And ball is inside. We're going to have a no three-pointer. And the West bench can't believe it. They thought they had a foul on that one.
Yeah, that was kind of close there. I think technically it's okay because he didn't have a dribble before that. But I wouldn't quote me on that.
4 seconds left in regulation. Jackson Young will be at the line. He's had a nice game. He has 6 points. He's had some nice assists in this game as well. And a timeout by the Trojans. Good timeout here.
Yeah, this is absolutely monumental here. So there's a couple different scenarios you could go through. So if you make both of them, obviously you have to foul Iowa City West when they get the ball, because that would put you up by 3. So then obviously they can't make 3 points at the free throw line unless it's a shooting foul, which they're not going to call that. But if you miss the first one, it becomes really interesting to see, do you intentionally miss the second to try to have the clock drain a little bit? Because Iowa City West set offense has been fantastic. But if you say, okay, now you got to go the length of the court and get a good shot in 4 seconds, that becomes a really interesting decision. And just from a bit of a basketball geek's perspective, I'm kind of giddy to see what they do if that happens.
We're going to see a lot of fundamental late game basketball here from both sides.
But like I said, none of that matters if Jackson Young can knock down 2-2 here. And I mean, just talking to the guy, this is the type of moment he lives for.
Gavin Lamb hitting a clutch three-pointer just moments ago, and we'll see if Jackson Young can sink these 2 free throws to ice the game. Both sides have 2 timeouts left, so 4 seconds is all the time in the world. Free throw number 1 is in there. Nothing but net for Young.
So now you got to try to make the second free throw. And if I'm Linn-Mar, I have 1, if not 2 players back to try to stop the break.
Jackson Severson is back for the Lions. And free throw number 2 coming up from Young.
Shot of the game.
Here it comes. And it is off the mark, and timeout by the Trojans. 3.4 left after that rebound.
Good job there by Iowa City West, coach. I mean, 0.6 seconds. That's pretty good. Right here, I mean, Mr. Mo, what more do you want him to do? I mean, I know you're gonna ask me what they should do. I think like you could have been watching this game for legit like 5 minutes, and you already know what I'm gonna say. He's been dominant, best player on the court all night. You got to give it to Pete Mo here. I mean, the dude's got 23. 3.4 seconds left. Not sure I would trust anybody else in the gym, let alone on your team right now.
The only thing that Mo hasn't done tonight is hit a buzzer beater. And he has a chance to do it.
Don't tempt him. We're supposed to say unbiased, but we both know that doesn't happen.
Official will go and break up the huddle here for the Trojans.
3.4 seconds left. So you should be able to get about a dribble a second. So that means it's got to be a screen, maybe a couple steps in for a mid-ranger if you like it here. But you got to go the length of the court, which I did not realize.
The ball for the Trojans will be Antoine Tellis. Guarding the inbound pass will be Ian Vindrup, and we have another timeout. This one's going to be by Linn-Mar. So lots of strategy by both sides. This is by far the most timeouts we've seen called in any game this year at any level here in this gym, Ian.
Oh, for sure. I mean, if you can't take them with you, right? Might as well use them here. I mean, would you rather look back and think, hey, maybe we wasted like 30 seconds on this, or would you rather look back and think, oh crap, I probably should have called a timeout in this situation?
Timeouts are golden, folks, especially in the late stages of the game. Doesn't matter what sport it is. But in basketball, seconds can be hours, especially with all these timeouts. Good timeout management by both coaches here late.
Yeah, I mean, the difference between, there are two things that separate good coaches from great coaches, and one of them is timeout management.
Absolutely. Inbounding the ball now will be Kareem Earl. Jackson Young guarding the inbound pass. 3.4 seconds left in this one. Trojans need a 2 to tie and a 3 to win the game.
Be interesting if they go for a baseball
Ball's
pass.
in, 3 seconds. They're going to need a heave. Here it comes. And it's off the mark from Christian Barnes, and the Lions win it. What an amazing basketball game here in Marion, Iowa tonight. And our final score, Linn-Mar 48, Iowa City West 46. What an amazing ball game, Ian.
Yeah, we were talking about timeout management. I mean, by the time you got it across half court, he had about 2 seconds left. If I'm IC West coach, I'm calling a timeout there, trying to drop a play to a screen to get either one of your shooters open or obviously Mo open. But I mean, it didn't happen. It was close. I'll give him credit, but I don't know about that last one right there, buddy.
Well, what a fantastic game here tonight in Marion. Peter Mo, the story of the game for the Trojans, scoring 23, but it's not quite enough as Linn-Mar manages to hold on 48 to 46. My name's Cale Sleazer, Ian McKinney, the color man to my left. Thank you for joining us tonight, folks. Stay safe out there and have a Merry Christmas.